I'm sure you've avoided fights, and that's perfectly fine, because avoiding a fight doesn't make you a coward, it makes you a rational being. But what happens when you can't avoid them anymore? When the threat is imminent and your brain decides that diplomacy is no longer an option? At that point, in a matter of seconds, you're no longer thinking, you're just reacting. Let's look at the science behind your first fight. Imagine you're calm, talking, walking, living, and suddenly something changes. You're not sure what came first. An uncomfortable look, a voice yelling at you, or a shove you didn't expect, but your body knows. That's because the hypothalamus, a small structure that organizes chaos in your brain, sends signals that activate your fight system. Your heart rate spikes to send blood to your muscles. Your pupils dilate to let in more light. Your muscles tense up, readying for the next move. All of this happens for one reason: the instinct to survive. Once the body is ready, your prefrontal cortex, where reason resides, begins to shut down. You're no longer doing ethical calculations. At the same time, your amygdala, the part that senses fear, takes over. And now, flooded with fear, adrenaline and noradrenaline fill your system like a public square during a massive protest. You start to hear a ringing in your ears. Your hands tremble. And then comes the question, is there a way to avoid this? Can I talk it out, run away, or vanish? Sometimes the answer is no. And there you are, facing someone who's literally going through the same thing, unless they're a professional boxer, used to that feeling. But thanks to your brain, the environment around you seems to shrink. It's as if there's no one else around, and your focus is only on yourself and the other person. It literally becomes a reduced space where logic goes out the window, and all that remains is muscle memory or instinct. If the problem keeps escalating, movement begins. You don't know who threw the first punch. You just know the world suddenly became fast, chaotic, and your body is acting without your permission. Your muscle memory, if you have any, kicks in. But if you've never trained in any kind of contact sport, all you've got is instinct. And let me tell you, instinct is far from elegant. In fact, it's clumsy and desperate. Your punches won't be precise. They'll just be electrical impulses from your nerves, poorly directed. And there's a reason for that. Neuroimaging studies show that under acute stress, fine motor control from the motor cortex decreases. That's why coordination drops, and you look like a spaghetti noodle trying to box. And sadly, you don't fight like you do in your dreams. You become an animal trying not to fall. And if you get hit, the pain isn't what you imagined. Some say the pain feels cold, crawling over your skin, a dull sensation, like something isn't working right. But what you don't know is that the pain hasn't fully registered in your body yet. Adrenaline, a powerful natural painkiller, keeps you from feeling it in the moment. But later, that's another story. When it's all over, there's no victory, no celebration. Your body starts processing what happened. The adrenaline drops, your hands start shaking, and the pain sets in. Along with it comes awareness. Your prefrontal cortex starts waking up again, and you begin asking yourself, what did I do? What did I do to the other person? What are the consequences? This also happens because of cortisol. The hormone that helped you survive now sends the bill in the form of anxiety, inflammation, and insomnia. And I believe the hardest part isn't the physical pain, but the mental process after a fight. Even if you won, let me tell you, that doesn't mean it was a victory, because it's been proven that violence can change you. It leaves a mark and shakes your entire life. So if you can walk one more block, take a step back, or simply not respond, do it. Because not fighting is harder than fighting. And ironically, that's what truly makes you stronger.